Vets. Let's talk about something we don't talk about enough. Your crushed vet school, you're brilliant, dedicated, and working 50 to 60, sometimes even 70 hours a week, helping animals and serving clients. When you step back and look at your own financial future, does it feel like you're actually getting ahead? You've got the 401k, maybe a brokerage account, but they grow slowly and they don't match the level of financial freedom that you actually want. What if you could take your income and convert it to long-term wealth, tax advantages, and equity growth that can compound for decades? That's what buying an investment property can do, especially in a market that's growing. It's one of the fastest approaches to building the kind of financial legacy you deserve. And today, I'm giving you 5 simple steps that I followed to make this happen. I'm Dr. Hayley, a veterinarian, and I just purchased my first 6-unit investment property while working full-time in practice. I am not a real estate professional by any means, but I've put in the hours to learn a lot. My goal is to make this so simple and clear that you feel confident stepping into real estate, investing in your own future too. If you haven't subscribed yet, tap that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss future breakdowns on vet-friendly real estate investing. My mission is simple. I help veterinarians buy their first investment property so that they can begin to build financial freedom without becoming full-time investors or real estate experts. I mean, who's got time for that? You already understand structure, diagnostics, protocols. Real estate works exactly the same way. You're an expert in anatomy. You don't need to be an expert in plumbing or drywall. If your only investment strategy is a 401k, you may be missing one of the faster paths to true financial independence. My goal is to help you become from overwhelmed vet with only basic investment skills to a confident real estate investor with the knowledge to buy your first equity producing property and build a repeatable strategy for long-term wealth. And if your goal is to get there soon, I'll help you build the roadmap. And honestly, I started exactly where many of you are. I remember looking at my accounts one day and realizing something uncomfortable. My money was growing slowly and I didn't own any real assets. Had some cash in the bank, doing basically nothing for me apart from losing with inflation. And that was my wake-up call. I knew that if I wanted real financial freedom, I had to take a different approach. So here are the 5 steps I followed to purchase my first investment property. Stop looking at 10 different cities and pick one tiny neighborhood. Know the rents, know the tenant demand, know the repair costs and renovation trends. This hyper-local knowledge can become your competitive advantage. It positions you to spot profitable deals long before big funds or casual investors do. Focus creates clarity, clarity creates opportunity. When I first started, I toured a condo and a few single-family homes in 2 different cities. And honestly, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know if I'd actually make money each month. I didn't know which markets were good. I was overwhelmed and scared because nothing made sense at all. So I zoomed out and asked a better question. Where is the population growing faster than new home construction? It's simple economics. When more people are moving in than homes being built, rental demand can increase, and so can the potential for appreciation. That's when one specific market finally stood out to me. I stopped looking everywhere and focused all of my attention on one specific part of a city. And that's when things started to click. Step 2, assemble your specialty referral team. Just like in practice, you don't do everything yourself. You rely on specialists. Your investment team has 3 components that are essential. An investment-savvy lender. This is not your personal bank. This is a lender who specializes in multi-unit properties and understands higher income professionals. A real estate agent with multifamily experience. We're talking about someone who's done these deals many times. They're your eyes on the ground, spotting issues before you waste time or money. In my experience, my agent is absolutely amazing. She is the only reason I am where I am today. Before I bought my first property, we were communicating every single day. She would send me deals, help me break down the numbers, and tell me without sugarcoating if a property I liked was actually good or not. She was my guide when I didn't know what I was looking at. And that support is exactly why I eventually found a deal that made sense. A rockstar property manager. They handle tenants, repairs, communications, and emergencies so you stay focused on your practice, on your patients. This team can help you safeguard your time and protect your investment. Now we're going to break down step 3. Run the property triage. Just like you have diagnostic checklists, real estate has a simple guideline I like to use, the 1% rule. As a quick screen, I love using this rule. Let's break it down. If a property costs $350,000, I'm looking for roughly $3,500 per month in rent. If it doesn't come close, I tend to move on. No emotion, no exceptions, cute units don't pay the bills, healthy numbers do. I almost put an offer on a single family home early on, but I had to back out because I realized something important. I didn't even know how to run due diligence on the numbers yet. And that experience taught me the value of quick, objective triage. Once I learned the 1% rule and started applying it, everything got much easier. It became my vital check that saved me from jumping into properties just because they looked good. Okay, step 4. Submit the protocols, make the offers. Making offers is a procedure, not an emotional event. You need to learn to do things like offering 10 to 15% below asking, getting rejected, repeating the process, staying consistent, stay aggressive. If you make 20 offers and get one great deal, congratulations. That's exactly how this approach works. Volume creates opportunity, consistency creates deals. My very first offer, rejected. My second offer, rejected. And it stung for a minute, but I realized it's not personal. It's just business. I kept going. I kept putting offers out there, learning each time, getting more confident, more strategic, more focused. And eventually one of those offers became multifamily property I closed on. Step 5, master the value add. Your equity engine. Once you buy the property, that's where the potential for real wealth building begins. Value add simply means improving the property in ways that can increase its appeal and earning potential. Updating kitchens, refreshing bathrooms, improving curb appeal, modernizing units, adding amenities. When done strategically, these upgrades can increase both the rent and overall property value. This is called forced appreciation, and it's one of the key ways many investors build equity faster and position themselves to scale from one property to several over time. Picture this. Your paycheck hits, and right beside it, you see the equity growth from your multifamily property. Maybe it increases by $100,000 or more from appreciation and upgrades. That equity becomes an engine. Many investors use it to borrow tax-free and position themselves to buy their next property. And as your portfolio grows, it starts giving you real options. Options like taking fewer shifts, reducing burnout, lowering your taxable income, funding that next course you've wanted to do. Finally feeling like your money is working as hard as you do. That's what I'm growing towards. I want equity I can tap into and reinvest. I want to build a portfolio without sacrificing more of my time or dipping deeper into my savings. For many veterinarians, this becomes a powerful path towards financial freedom without ever leaving veterinary medicine. So, you're a high achiever, and you now have the 5-step blueprint I followed to buy my first investment property. I recommend you take action on step 1 today. If you're serious about buying your first investment property, but still need more advice tailored to your situation, I've got a few open spots for discovery calls for my online course. A course that walks you through step by step the process I took to get my first investment property. It's simply the chance for us just to talk through your goals and see whether this framework is the right fit to help you move forward towards financial freedom. If that sounds like a bit of you, click the link in the description below. I'd love to help you take the next steps and get you there.